Welcome to the Trute News and Commentary. I am Vernon Derby. Remember to subscribe to the the Trute blog and the the Trute YouTube channel. Help to build the power of the people to speak and to have their issues addressed. The greatest power in the world is people power. When the people unite, they become an unstoppable force. This matter of the Integrity Commission cannot be a 9-day wonder. Dealing with corruption is not a 9-day wonder. There are those in the society whose position of this matter has to do with their party's position, or if they are close to persons associated with the commission. First, corruption is not just a political challenge. It is a national challenge. Dealing with corruption and crime must be something involving the whole nation. Dealing with corruption cannot be just trying to find the smoking guns in the upper and lower houses of Parliament. It is possible that we are rushing to correct things because we are trying hard to satisfy those international organizations which check corruption internationally. We need to look at our system of government and see how it encourages corruption. It is oftentimes difficult to get the simplest of tasks done in Jamaica. We must make it easier for people to do business. Failure to do so means we will continue to drop a little money. Try getting a firearm license. Try getting your pension benefits. And try dealing with traffic challenges on our roads. Corruption is part of the culture and the psychic of the people. Go across Jamaica and you will find several children whose first exposure to corruption is stealing electricity. MP Everald Warmington has figured prominently in the saga with the Integrity Commissioners. To dismiss MP Warmington's questions to the House of Parliament because we don't like his behavior is wrong. Many of us on either side of the political divide are more interested in knowing who we will pull down next rather than setting up proper systems which ensure accountability. The Auditor General's Department audits other government departments. Who audits the Integrity Commission? Who decides who audits the Integrity Commission? The Integrity Commission must set an example by ensuring that its accounts are audited and that the department is also audited. MP Everald Warmington has asked for the auditing of the Integrity Commission. Whatever motives MP Warmington has, we must audit the Integrity Commission. The challenge is the government's auditor handles auditing of all government departments. She is also an Integrity Commissioner. Her department should not audit an entity where she sits as a commissioner. That is a conflict of interest. We are asking for an audit of the Integrity Commission and not the audited financial statements. Actually, you need both. Pamela Monroe-Ellis should give her annual statutory declarations. Who should she give hers to? Let's listen to MP Everald Warmington.
For you and justice, so let me ask the questions. All right. The Integrity Commissioners, you're giving them almost the next $1 billion a year. It's raised from $1.8 billion to over $2 billion. You're giving them $193.3 million in addition. Okay? Direction and management, you have $1.3 million. Financial management and accounting services, 3.6. Human resources, that is the increase in salary that you talk about, reclassification, 59.2. Administration of internal audit, 939. The issue is, we haven't seen an audit of that department table this house, but they are spending taxpayers' money. What I need to know, who is responsible for auditing that department to present the report here. The issue is, the Auditor General cannot do it because she's illegally sitting on that as a commissioner, as against what the Constitution provides for. So who is going to provide the audit for that department? When are we going to see audit for that department over the years? And secondly, this amount you have here, 193 million, does it include any part of the employment of overseas forensic auditor to look into accounts here? And if so, how much of this is going towards paying overseas forensic auditors to look at people's returns? And secondly, before I go any further, in that you are dealing with the department, in acquiring the services of the overseas forensic auditor, what procurement method was used? Was there any procurement method, or it was just employed as a friend from overseas? Are you able to answer this question, Mr. Minister?
Member, Member, with the greatest of respect, I think you have the wrong meeting. There was a meeting earlier this morning, the oversight meeting. Were you not there?
In the funds, you are providing funds for them, so they must justify to you what they're asking for this.
Right. So member, under our arrangements to preserve the independence of the Integrity Commission, funds are provided on a line item basis, and it's within the powers of the Integrity Commission to use the funds that are provided by the government and taxpayers of the country in ways that are consistent with their mandate. To the extent that you have a question on how they have chosen to use those funds, I would humbly submit that that question is better directed to the Integrity Commission.
What about the question about audit of the department presented to being laid in the House?
The best information I have is that the Integrity Commission would be audited by a private and independent auditor.
Already been acquired?
No, as I said, we provide line item resources.
No. They're auditing. You're told that independent auditor will be doing it. Right. So my asking is, have you already acquired the service of particular independent auditor?
No. Remember, member, again, that's a question that is better directed to the commissions of the Integrity Commission. We provide a line item. We provide a line item expenditure to the Integrity Commission, and they decide how to use those funds, and they are accountable to the Parliament through the Oversight Committee. So to the extent that you want to hold them accountable, I'd suggest that you use the proper organs to do so.
Thank you, Minister, for the answer.
MP Everald Warmington. Retired Justice Panton, who appeared before the Integrity Commission Parliament Oversight Committee, had a message for parliamentarians. He also brought his own water, but I noticed that he did not seem to have his Bible. The justice seemed to have been a better comedian than other members of Parliament. I wondered if his water had the Holy Spirit or the bottled spirit. The justice should have taken a breathalyzer test after his intoxicated speech. It is a good thing he's not on the bench. If he was and had to preside over a case involving a politician, he would have to recuse himself.
I want to add a personal note, Mr. Chairman, if you'll allow me, that back on this question of malice, I have been a lay preacher in the Methodist Church for decades. Malice is not in my makeup, and it is not in the makeup of the commissioners. And there may be persons who need to repent, and they can join me at church, Providence Methodist, any Sunday. I don't know if something is wrong with the water in Parliament, why some people, the moment they get into Parliament, they say certain things and behave a certain way. I don't know if that is it. As a result, I decided that I wasn't going to take the chance of drinking any water here. Another feature, Mr. Chairman, which I'm very serious about, is that because of what has been happening, I personally intend to see if I can meet with Senator Longmore, Doctor, to have a word with her, because it may well be that she needs to have a word with some members of the House.
Justice Panton. Dr. Leolyn Johnson, a general practitioner in Mandeville, spoke to me about some medical matters. This is a young doctor who communicates very well. We need more doctors like him who can communicate well with their patients. Let's hear what Dr. Leolyn Johnson has to say.
The side effect, or one of the side effects, is that, of taking cholesterol medications, is that some persons do experience muscle aches.
Oh,
and
really? I
part
didn't
of
know
the
that.
reason, yes, this is one of the side effects. Now,
Since you
what the
mentioned that,
cholesterol,
Dr. Johnson, doctors and pharmacists, they need to educate persons about this, because when somebody when they don't know, they assume that there's another problem, and then they'll go back to doctor for muscle ache.
Right. Yes, that is exactly what tends to happen.
Yes.
And we see quite a bit of this from time to time.
Right.
Where persons will be coming in and complaining of some of these side effects.
Dr. Leolyn Johnson went on to look at some of the past practices of our people, and he alluded to the fact that we should go back to some of these practices. Yes.
You see, Vernon, in my practice, I have learned that, some of our recommendations that we got from our foreparents were able to hold water. I mean, back then we were very critical of some of these advice that they would have given us. And even the fish oils that would give us, and we would frown upon it. And even some simple things like the molasses. Yes, it tastes bad. But as time evolves,
yes,
all these informations have been put in the crucible of scientific research. And it's only now that we're actually finding out that, what these were, what was told to us from time from in the past actually have relevance. And you can see it manifested in their generation versus our generation, where our generation is becoming more sickly. And even if we do live a significant portion of our lives a bit longer, we are under the constraints of tons of medications.
Oh, yes.
And with that now, we have the problem of dealing with certain side effects of these medications. Right? So, my thing now is that as a country, I honestly believe that we have to start with our children, take them out of the house, let them run up and down, let them get sunlight in their skin, let them strengthen their bones and their muscles. And it's not only bones and muscles are strengthened whenever they are active, but their immune system is primed up. They are less prone to getting, contracting viral illnesses and even succumbing to it. And, even when I was involved in the bone clinic in my formative years, I found, well, these are anecdotal findings that children would come in with broken bones, and when you ask them how it is that they received the injury, they will be telling you that they tripped, walking and they tripped and they landed on their forearms and the bone was broken. And I'm saying, I was talking it over with a colleague of mine, and they're saying, but they used to jump off rooftop or roll off and run off.
Yes, Dr. Leolyn Johnson. I am convinced that the asphalt we use to fix the roads is made up of corruption. Let's hear from Mr. Trevor Samuels about these potholes on our roads.
The other day I was passing through a place and I saw them putting powder mall inside here. And by the time the liquid drizzle come, everything was gone.
You know why they put the powder mall? They put the powder mall because the pothole probably smell away. So the powder mall is supposed to make it smell better.
It's not perfume powder. Mm-hmm. So what I'm telling them, put
something's wrong with us, Very wrong with us. All these years you tell me a simple thing like fixing potholes, we can't fix them properly. And we talk about we don't have no money.
Just drop a little cement in there, hard it, so that when the rain falls, it doesn't get too soft.
So hold on. What I'm to NWA? Then have all kind of engineers they study and get their masters and doctors. But they get it for they getting paid.
What did you call a while ago, sir?
Masters and the National Water Research Agency.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
And by the way, I saw a thing online where they have a kind of asphalt in bags, which you just pour it in and just drive over it and you're ready to go.
Yes, but that's a bit expensive though. I know who makes it, that's good for paving small, like your yard and this sort of thing.
No, but what I'm saying to you though, when they have a pinhole, rather than waiting until it becomes a sinkhole, you better use it because it's far more expensive to let it become a sinkhole. It costs people front end, they thought about foreign exchange, it slows down the traffic in Kingston.
Yes.
It costs them more in terms of gas because you have to slow down. So in the long run, it's better you do something like that. Don't we are joking with Sasames, man.
A stitch in time, they say, as the proverb goes.
Exactly. Trevor Samuels went on to tell us how we can use the idle Kaiser bauxite pier.
So, the Fort Kaiser is down by St. Elizabeth. You're sort of going to waste. A lovely port going to waste.
Oh, no.
Why can't we get it into a cruise ship port for the time being until the bauxite company want to use it again? Because there's a lot to be seen on the south coast, St. Elizabeth, South Manchester, those places have quite a bit of attraction, can get tourists interested even to travel around the place alone and see how people live. That itself is an attraction.
And I understand that community tourism is doing pretty well on the south coast.
Yes. So therefore, why not bring some of the cruise ships around there and use that port? Because it's a big port, can accommodate almost any size ship down there. All of people probably make some slight modification, and you have a cruise ship port down there.
Trevor Samuels from the National Consumers League. This has been About the Truth with Vernon Derby. Please like the podcast and subscribe to my About the Truth YouTube channel and visit my About the Truth blog. Help to build the people's voice. Democracy is strongest when we ensure that the people's voice is heard. I am Vernon Derby saying to you, I love you all. Walk good, my friend.